when I was watching some podcast and something like that kind of stuff, I watch so much times sports, and while I listen commentary and when people get man of the match like Virat Kohli or MSV or anyone, so when they speak, I love it. I love it a lot, like how they speak. I want to also speak like that. I want to become a fluent speaker like that. So for those reasons, all the I don't think that background is matter. I am also Hindi medium background. I have done anything and everything in Hindi medium, but if I am able to speak a little bit today, that is because I watch so much. I try to surround myself in English. My whole family is not speaking any word in English. My friends doesn't speak with me any part of the English, like hi, hello, and something like that is very common, but they don't speak. So what I used to do, I talk with myself, self-talk, used to talk on calls, some free apps, because these kind of sentences will give you a thought that how can you make sentences in a different way. Okay, so should I give my introduction?
Yeah, of course, brother. Yeah, please. I want to know about.
My name is Shravan Madesya. I belong from Uttar Pradesh, there, as you know, and I have also done, BSc Mathematics in my graduation. And since then, I am preparing for government jobs. And along with that, I do run a YouTube channel, which is totally based on spoken English conversation. So
Oh, that's
as we both have done, BSc Mathematics, and you have done your B.Ed, as you said. So
yeah.
why people, most of the people in graduation try to pick, BA or BSc Mathematics, because we all know that after BSc Mathematics, you are not going to get a job. What do you think?
Yes, brother, you are right. Means after graduations, after BSc Mathematics, with BSc Mathematics, it's very difficult to get job. But you have completed your graduation with BSc Chemistry, BSc Statistics, then it's good. But BSc
Yeah.
Mathematics, then it's very difficult. You will not get a means job anywhere very easily. You have to do like a B.Ed, or otherwise you can do means competitive exam like that. You don't get means in company. It's difficult,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, it's very difficult because BSc mathematics is something like not very much deeper they taught you, and already like if you are have done your BSc mathematics, then you have to do MSc mathematics, then PhD and all those things. Otherwise, you have another option, that is government jobs. If you are able to uh, if you are able to get a government job easily, then okay. Otherwise, you have to look for the other option. So I'm going to ask you, what are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm living in Bihar, my hometown. Okay, and I'm teaching of class 11th and 12th students.
Wow, that's great that you are teaching and you are also. So, what is the reason behind learning spoken English? Like, why do you want to get mastery over it?
Yeah, as a teacher of any subject, you have to learn this language. This is
Yeah.
necessary and mandatory also. If you are teach Hindi also, that moment also, if you are working in a private sector, then there you have to speak English with everybody, with student also as well as colleague also. Colleague means that your teachers, that's why we need to speak this language in private sector.
Yeah.
That's why it's most important. And apart from this, if I will working in in future in government school, there also they need in KVS, NVS like that. That's why it's important, brother, in every field.
Yeah, nowadays every day, like English is something that gonna check you for the very first time that you are able to speak English good or not. Like whether it's in the private school or college, you are going to test, because English is something that is in every, even Hindi medium school nowadays, people try to send their kids to the English medium or Hindi medium. They try to make sure that my son is going to learn English, because English is nowadays essential in every field. So for those reasons, so I'm gonna ask you, why are you on YouTube to learn English? Because everyone knows that English is something that I can, if I learn grammar and all those things, then I'm able to speak very good English. As we all know that this is the paradox, we can say the orthodox kind of mindset we have shaped in our life since our childhood. So, what's your take on this? Like, if we have learned grammar and all those things, should we able to speak English? I mean, are we able to speak English?
Yes, so I will tell you one thing, brother. It's depend on person to person. If you are coming from like a medium of Hindi medium, Marathi medium, like native medium, means you have completed your whole get educations from Hindi medium, then there is need of like a basic thing is need. For example, you have to know about the grammar also, tense also. If you don't know about means there are no, you don't have basic things, then you have to learn all these things, grammars
Yeah.
also and tense also. And other hand, I will tell about means that kind of student, that kind of candidates who knows about very well about means he has completed his uh, education from English medium, CBSE board. Then that kind of candidates don't need to know about means too much grammar and tenses, because they have they know about English. they have related to that English environment also. Okay, that's why they spoke very good. I have seen in a YouTube channel also lots of who has completed means CBSE board. He speak very good. That's the reason only because he has means connected with English very long time, and
Yeah.
compared to me, I am not connected with English a long time. That's the
Yeah.
reason. That's only about a time. Okay,
Yeah.
that's yes, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, practice is also, I think, the one thing. If you are doing practice for sometimes continuously, you can just able to speak somehow some good English. But I'm gonna ask you about your journey because you are speaking flawlessly. You are speaking very good without making any grammatical mistake. As for as I am looking at you. So, what's the your thought? How did you learn in a easy manner? Tell the beginner who is going to watch this video. Tell the beginner that how can they learn in a very easy way. I'm just talking here about particularly about spoken English, not just grammar or something like that. Just tell me about how can someone who is the beginner can learn in a very easy way, like how to speak English. Just tell some points because you are a very good speaker, I think.
No, 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 I'm not a good speaker, but I want to become also because I also made lots of mistakes. Okay, I want to learn so many things in my life. I want to learn, but I want to tell to beginners only one thing. If you are beginners, you want to start this language, you want to learn this language, you want to speak this language, then you can do only one thing. You don't take hesitation. You don't get nervousness about this language. You have to think about that. If I will not speak this language, then what will be happen? Then your mind will be work. Then you think that if you are not work, but I have only degree of mathematics, BSc mathematics. People will ask me in future, you have BSc mathematics degree, but you can't speak English. Then you thought that yeah, I have to learn this language. It's same things happens with me also in past.
Yeah,
Okay, I have degree of mathematics, but I didn't speak that this language. Then I
yeah,
decided I have to learn this language, and I have made every time, every situation I thought in everything I thought in English.
yeah,
Okay, you have to everything in here. You have to thinking in English in your mind. Whatever you think in English, but in starting, what happened? You can't think in English. You have to do translations. It is the okay. You have to do translations. Hindi to English you have to do. If you are beginner, then you have to do. You don't listen to any tutor, any YouTuber. Don't listen. You have to do in beginner times. I'm telling you. If you are beginner, then you have to do translation Hindi to English. You have to make lot of sentence. If you have
yeah,
in front of you one table, one chair, then you have to say, "यहाँ एक table है," like that. Okay, यहाँ एक table है. Here is a table. Like you have to make sentence and like a six form. Means I used to do six form like that. यहाँ table नहीं है क्या? यहाँ table पे क्या table? It is very important, and I changed lots of things. I learned so many things from this sentence. I take
wow,
any kind of sentence. मैं वहां जा रहा था, उसने मुझे देखा. ठीक है, I was going there, and one person saw me. Okay, like that, and you have to make this sentence. You have to in six form.
yeah,
ओके, मैं वहां नहीं जा रहा था, उसने मुझे नहीं देखा. लाइक दैट यू हैव टू मेक. क्या मैं वहां जा रहा था, उसने मुझे देखा? क्या मैं वहां लाइक दैट यू हैव टू मेक सेंटेंस सिक्स फॉर्म, एंड इट इज वेरी यू नो your fluency also is means what say
yeah,
really means improve, and as well as you will be used to of this language. First of all, you have to used to of this language. आपको उसका आदत लगाना पड़ेगा. That thing
yeah,
is most important. Otherwise, जब तक means when you not means used to of this language, then it's very means impossible.
yeah,
You have issue of this language in daily basis, and
yeah,
you have to remove off in your mind. English is very difficult because in Bihar, lots of person they think about that. English is most important, most difficult means subject also, and as well as for learning also means this language is very difficult. But you don't have to think like that. You have to think that English is difficult today for me, but tomorrow it will be not difficult because I'm learning this language, and one day I will speak.
yeah.
Okay, this this kind of attitude you have to put in your side, then you can speak.
Wow. The very first thing that you have said that like if you are very beginner, then you have to make your foundation. That is the very fundamental things that you have to make sentences from Hindi to English because it's very important because try to make sentences like affirmative, negative, interrogative, negative, and then try to negative into interrogative, negative because these kind of sentences will give you a thought that how can you make sentences in a different way. So if someone who is very beginner try to make sentences from Hindu to English, and then if you have crossed this limit, like try to make 1000, 2000, 3000 sentences like this, and then started self talk. Self talk is
Yeah,
something.
and then after you have to do in daily basis with them. You have to do learn 10 vocabularies daily. Learn 10
Yes.
vocabularies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same thing I have done. That I started making, earlier I was started making Hindu to English, translation or something like that, and then I started doing self talk with me, and then I talk with the counselor
self
uncle.
talk is most important, brother. Self talking is most important. When you talk
Yeah,
with yourself, then you can learn so many things, and you have to make video also. Means I do one things, means other things also. Okay, means I took one page and cut off that page in six part of that page, and there I written like a bag, fan. What is things really means surrounding of mine. Okay, like
yeah.
bag, book, pen, then like a fan, like that I means wrote on that page, means on that pieces of page, and then I throw it, and which is come like a bag, it's come, then I speak on bag. It's
Wow.
sometimes it can, yeah, it's sometimes it can notebook, then I speak on notebook, then sometimes it's come computer, then I speak on computer, and then mobile, like that, I make like that activity. That's also
Wow.
very important. Yeah.
This is something an interesting idea that everyone can just do it. Like I am also wanna go and do this thing. This is also very interesting.
Yeah.
And the
And
second thing that you
that
have
time,
said.
one second. That time you can no means we can make one video when you speak on that topic.
Yeah, yeah. We can make
So
and then can
yeah, if you
just.
choose something, if you choose computer, and when you go to means speak on that topic, that time you will make video also. I mean,
Yeah.
what happens when you will speak that topic on that topic? Then you can means think about, I mean, where you have done mistake, where you done not mistake. You can check all these things.
Yeah, yeah, this is something that you can do, because while doing self talk and while making video, no is going to watch that video, only you are going to watch. So you can just don't feel ashamed while watching your own video, and you can just find out your mistake, and then you can later on eradicate it. The I am going to the back. You have said that in Bihar what happens that most of the students feels in their mind that English is very difficult, and in practical way, in a easy way, I can say, or we can say that English is not very difficult. This is something that we have set to in our mind that English is very difficult or something like that. As we all know that our mind is what is what we think and believe, our mind is going to achieve that. So this is something that English is not hard, our mind have conceived in that way that okay, English is very hard. So if you are considering English in such a way, then if you are not going to change your attitude towards English that it is very hard, then you cannot just learn. So, brother, I'm going to ask you the other question that what is the lessons or purpose, or is there any improvement while talking, while doing conversational call like this? Is there any helpful thing? Do you feel?
Yes, of course. But lots of means things we can improve from this means video conference call. What happened when I talk on only voice call? That's only I talk. But
Yeah,
I talk as like means slept on bed, and then I talk. There is no means I don't know means how to means what say like body language. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So, what do you think? How much body language is important? Like we are talking about the conversation call. Okay, spoken English is something that is we can't say that this is the one part. Spoken English is connected with communication skills as well as personality development. So, what do you think? How much hand gesture and all those things is important while speaking?
Yeah, it's most important, brother, because when you only speak, that time people will not means listen you. Okay, when you only speak like a normal way, then people will be, audience will be like get bored very easily. If you
Yeah, yeah,
speak, yeah, if you speak, it's like like up and down. Your voice modulations up and down. That's time means people likes to, yeah, people will like to listen.
yeah.
They will
Wow.
like.
Yeah,
Okay, it's
I should
perfect.
listen.
And when your means hand means gesture like that, when you when you means some things you have to talk, that time your hand gesture, that's time it's impact on means audience also. They like to they like that kind of thing. Only when you speak like that, yes, how are you, brother, and your voice modulation is low, then it will be not get too much attractive.
Yeah,
That
that's the very one of the toughest I can say. I watch so much podcast from the different countries people who is from the British America, and there is a I think a motivational speaker named Florencia speaks very well. So so she said that we speak only 30% with our word, but 70% is something that our body speaks. Like if I am saying that I am
yeah,
brave, and if I am saying that I am brave, then audience will interact more with that.
yes,
And also you have said that the voice modulation is also a very 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 important thing. While
most
speaking, we
important.
are
Yeah,
able to make our voice, sometimes we have to speak very fast, sometimes we have to make our voice calm, cool and relax, because uh, there is something a message while speaking. And hand gesture is something that is also very important, as we have said that. So okay, so have you done any course about communication skills, personality, and hand gesture that you are talking about?
no, brother, no, not yet.
How did you learn?
Yeah, I learned by means only. I don't know, bro. I'm doing only like that.
Okay. Okay, so you are doing it by yourself. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. There is nothing that we have to learn, because that I have said that I am brave. So there is nothing about it. But yes, if we are using our hand gesture, so we can connect more with people. If someone is
yeah,
do not know anything, then hand gesture is something like, if you don't know anything and you go to the Canada and you don't know how to speak Canada, then you can just point out your finger and ask that, okay, give me this thing, so person can give you. And this is how the hand gesture and our body language is important while
yeah.
speaking or while doing anything. So this is what I was talking about. Yes.
Yes, of course, brother. And brother, I want to ask that means you are also speaking very good means fluency with fluency. Then I want to ask that I have one doubt and one question also. That is means, brother, have you means from which medium you have completed your whole education?
Okay, okay. So my whole education have been done in Hindi medium. Like I have done my all the schooling from my hometowns, and also I have done my graduation from a Hindi medium, college, where we have to only do our attendance only, and we have to pass it by our own selves. But in those times when I was watching some podcast and something like that kind of stuff, I watch so much times sports, and while I listen commentary, and when people get man of the match like Virat Kohli or MSD or anyone. So when they speak, I love it. I love it a lot. Like how they speak, I want to also speak like that. I want to become a fluent speaker like that. So for those
Yeah,
reasons, I all the I don't think that background is matter. I am also Hindi medium background. I have done anything and everything in Hindi medium. But if I am able to speak a little bit today, that is because I watch so much. I try to surround myself in English. My whole family is not speaking any word in English. My friends doesn't speak with me any part of the English, like hi, hello and something like that is very common, but they don't speak. So what I used to do, I talk with myself, self talk, used to talk on calls, some free apps, and conversational video is something that get me come full of confidence to
yeah,
speak in front.
same thing,
Yeah.
brother. Same thing I have also done because in my area also no means no one here is to speak with me. And sometimes also same thing I have also done. I talk to myself only, and as I told you, means lots of activity I do with myself only.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, when you give time to yourself, then you can know you can learn so many things. But we have to give time to yourself for learning
Yeah.
something.
When I was doing that kind of activities like talking to the self talk, at those times there was nothing in my mind that okay, in future I am going to do conversational video, in future I am going to talk English like that. But when I do my first conversation with Asutosh, when I do my first conversation with Asutosh, I was shocked that okay, I am able to speak, I am able to face camera, and I can also speak. At those times I realized that in past what I was doing, I was thinking in English, I was doing self talk, I was watching podcast and all those things, and that all things comes in a subconscious way while speaking. So this is what something very important, like if you are doing today, like we are talking today, and if in future we are going to face any interview, we will be able to speak because we are doing practice here, and this practice make us
Yeah.
make full of confidence and make more powerful to face anyone. So this is
Yeah.
something that I think will be very helpful.
Yeah. And brother, are you talking about Ashutosh Dwivedi?
Yeah, so official 2021
Okay,
Banaras in.
okay. Yeah, he's also my good friend, Ashutosh
Yeah.
Dwivedi.
Okay. I have seen you some of the video with some great speaker. Now the times I am recognizing your face, the way,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
in some of the
Nowadays,
video.
nowadays, means I'm bald.
Okay, Okay, I can understand. I can understand. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
That's why I'm unable to recall that. Okay, something that I know this man. I have seen somewhere.
yeah.
Okay.
Before 4 days, okay, it's happened.
So talking to you is a great thing. Like I have learned so many things from you, brother, because the way you are talking, the way you are expressing your ideas, and we both from the same background, Hindi medium background. We both have done BSc mathematics, but still we are
Yeah.
able to convey our idea in English with each other. So this is something that I think is the very good thing for the beginner who is watching this video from the village, from the rural areas. Okay, so what are you doing today for the accent? I want to know about, like, for ourselves. How can we work on our accent, brother? Because sometimes mother influence comes automatically while speaking. So what do you do? Are you doing something like that to work on our accent?
No, brother, but no, I'm not doing something because my goal is not to, learn this accent also.
Okay.
Because yeah, I'm also doing preparation of government exam. Okay, as I told you, I have completed BA degree and I want to become a government teacher. That's why, if I learn this, accent also, then it will be take time. Okay, I
Yeah.
have lots of time. That's why I have to, only speak like my accent only. It's no
Okay. Okay.
problem.
There could be an Indian accent. Why can't be an Indian accent? India is the the second, I can say the first largest country in the world. So why can't we have an Indian accent? Why should we follow the British accent, American accent? There
We
should be
can
an
follow
Indian
our
accent.
accent. We can follow our accent and people will follow our accent. We have to do
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, people should follow our accent because our accent is not so bad. When Virat Kohli speaks, the way he speaks is something that some other people get inspired a lot of times, right?
Yeah, of course. We don't have to follow to anybody, brother. We have whatever you have accent, you have to speak only. But
You're
you
right.
are speaking when you are speaking that time is in front of any person. They will be understanding whatever
Yeah,
you spoke. That thing is
yeah.
important.
I think every person can have their own individual accent, and there is no problem in it. But the problem is, if you are communicating, try to convey your idea. If the people who is
Yeah,
with whom you are talking, if he is able to understand, if he is able to acknowledge you, whatever you are saying, then it's fine. There is no need to, accent and all those things. That is the different thing. If you have class the advanced level, then you should can focus on accent and all those things. But I don't think that there is any need, right?
yes, brother. And brother, as you told that you are a YouTuber, then means when you have means started your journey in YouTube.
When I started watching some of the videos of the Asutosh Dwivedi, and when I have done my first session with him, then I asked to also realize that okay, I can also start conversational video and can upload on YouTube. But the main purpose of creating a YouTube channel is that because I wanted to become consistent and disciplined. On YouTube we have to upload one videos on the daily basis, so okay, I have to do one conversational video. Like I have said to you for the 2 or 3 times that okay, we will be doing our session, but at the same time I was not available because there was something that the laziness or anything you can say. But the when we have our YouTube channel, then we becomes more, because here we get some genuine people to talk, because people is very much serious and they are available at the time. If you are said that okay, we have to do our session today at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. or anytime, so this is what we
Yeah.
have the, and that is why I have created my YouTube channel, so that I can be very consistent and can also upload videos. And I love to see my video, like, because when I upload my video, most of the time I watch my video for myself, because I wanted to check, okay, at this speech how I am speaking. Like you have said that the voice modulation is something that is very important. So in my earlier videos, I have observed in myself that I am speaking very fast, and when you speak flawlessly you make mistake. This is something that happens with, I think, everyone. So I want to work upon it, because I want to speak slowly. I don't know why it is not happening with me, but I am trying to speak slowly. Yeah.
Yes, of course, brother. It's very important because I was also speak very fast. Okay, means I have
Mm.
discussed that all these things in Ashutosh video. I have
Yeah.
means Ashutosh also made with me video. Okay, that time means we have discussed that because the last 2 years ago, Ashutosh, my friend. Okay, that moment Ashutosh was speaking very fast way, and I also speak. I used to speak very fast. Then he told me, brother, what happened whenever we speak fast, we realized that only we are speaking fluent. We are means fluent speaker, but not like this. When speaking is fast, he is not a fluent speaker. That moment you made lots of mistake also. That's why you
Yeah.
have to, yeah, you have to, moderate all these things. You have to speak. It's like
Well,
medium, not a fast. Okay,
yeah,
means when you speak slowly, that's time your thought will be, means you are thinking that moment what you want to speak, what you have
yeah.
that word, and that time you have to filter off these words and then you have to speak. Without filtration, if you speak, then it's very difficult, brother. That's
I
time you have made a lot of mistake also in your
Yeah, I
sentence.
also think that fluency doesn't link with your fast speaking, because when you speak slowly and take pause and voice modulation, if you are just adding, then your sentence structures looks more beautiful. You are speaking
Yeah.
with more from your heart, and the chances of making a mistake decreases. So in this way, if you are speaking slowly, gradually, so we can evolve on the very easy manner. Otherwise, if you are speaking very fast, the mistake is going to be happen. So,
Yes, of
okay, so
course.
I think video is going to be very long. So we should end up and we can do another session, because it's a nice having words with you, Jay.
Yes, of course, brother. And thank you so much for giving this opportunity, brother. I'm very glad to talk with you.
Okay, thank you.